So I'm having a chat with Wayne of Scarlet Rebels. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How are you? Thank you for having me on.
That's all right, not a problem. So first things first, the latest single of yours that we've been playing is called I'm Alive. What can you tell us about the track?
It was just a guitarist that our guitarist came up with, and then when listening back to it, I started to hear the chorus in my head as I'm Alive, and then I just pretty much wrote it as a defiant anthem to say, that after COVID and everything, and the band struggling a little bit, that we were still here, still alive, still kicking. So yeah, it's like a defiant anthem, really, just to say, we're still going and we're not going anywhere type of message, really.
Good. And that's coming off a new record of yours called See Through Blue, which is out next week. What can people expect to hear when they get a chance to take a listen?
Yes, the album is out on the 28th of January. And yeah, pretty much it's just a rock and roll record that's got a bit of social and political relevance attached to it. So yeah, just big songs with sort of thoughtful, thought-provoking lyrics and big melodies and big guitars. Yeah, pretty much.
Good. And how does this record compare to the music that you've released previously?
It's similar. It is similar. I mean, obviously, because we're the same band, but I think we've taken it on a bit in terms of the songwriting, and like I said, it's a bit more thought-provoking, because it was written at the height of the pandemic and stuff like that. So basically, pretty much all the sort of things that I was watching and hearing and listening to and stuff, has just all gone into has all sort of seeped its way into the way that I've written those songs and stuff. So it's pretty much like a reflection of what everybody's been going through, or certainly what I've been going through. But I think it captures, from the people that have heard it and stuff, are all saying that it kind of captures a moment in time, really, of what everybody's had to put up with by being indoors for so long and being, being led by people who are just happy to tell lies to get out of sticky situations and stuff like that, So it's so yeah, I think it's similar to what we've done, but perhaps taken on a step with just better songs. I think just getting better as we're getting older. So
good. And obviously, having mentioned that you wrote this in lockdown and in quarantine due to the pandemic, what was it like writing in such circumstances compared to when you've written before?
Well, the writing process was different because we weren't able to write together, because obviously we were all obviously all stuck in our own homes and stuff. So we were sending like ideas and stuff like that across each other via things like WhatsApp and all that kind of thing. But essentially, we'd the songs that I sort of wrote myself, and then the two other boys that contributed to the songwriting, they would bring their ideas into the studio when they'd go into the recording studio on their own, because obviously there's only a few of us allowed in at one time. They would record the composition of the song, and then we'd build it up from there. So, there was material that nobody heard until we started working on it properly. So that meant that, our drummer had to sort of think of his parts on the spot, and that would go then for everybody else as we were going along. It was just like working on the fly, which I think made it a bit more exciting and give it a bit of a different energy. So yeah, it was interesting, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And today you were due to be on tour, but it's had to be pushed back. How's that feeling in yourself?
Yeah, it's massively disappointing, because obviously we're in a position where we want to, be out promoting the album and stuff. But with there being so much uncertainty, especially within Wales and Scotland, there's a lot of uncertainty going around. As we were being told that if we were going to be going ahead with it at the time, we were being told that you'd only be able to play to 30 people and they'd need to be sat. And so we started having conversations early on in early January to say, well, should we just push it back? all the promoters and stuff that had booked the dates were all in agreement that we would probably be better off pushing it back. And then, it was the last thing we wanted to do because, like I said, it was by being on the road, it was hopefully going to be, helping us to shift units and to sell the albums and to get our music into people's faces who'd not heard of us before. But it's just the way everything has been. It's just been next to impossible to do like a full UK tour in the conditions that we were in. So we just pushed it back, and we'll do it in a few months' time when things are a little bit more certain.
Yeah. Good. And another performance of yours that's been cancelled really is you were supposed to be performing on a boat down the River Thames.
Yeah, so that was part of the idea that because we're not on tour, what can we do is to try and to get a bit of attention and to do a bit of a stunt basically to say and just to talk as like a talking point to put on our social media and stuff like that. So we thought we were going to hire a boat to go down the River Thames on Monday the 31st of January. To do some, we invited a bunch of people along, saying that they would need to bring a food bank donation in order to get on the boat, and then when they were on the boat, there would be a free bar, and basically we'd play some new songs from the album and just chat and mingle with people and stuff like that. And then the boat company took a nose at our social media and decided that we were too controversial and too political, and pulled the plug on us. So, we're looking now to see whether we can either find another boat or do something else instead. So, disappointing, but not unexpected, to be completely honest with you. In the climate that we're in.
I'm sure you'll be able to find something that you can do.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, Wayne, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
Thank you for having me on. I much appreciate it. Thank you very much.